From 2K Sports, get ready for some NBA action. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, I'm very familiar with C.J. McCollum's college days.
Yo, it's your boy 6'2" Smooth, about to get it in
Let's take a
another
look at our
game. Let's
starters
do
for Portland.
this.
Guard spots filled by Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Indiana, down on the block, you have Sabonis and Turner. Karis LeVert is out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and
All
it's
day.
Warren in at the
That's
small
gonna be all
forward
day.
position. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Lillard against Brogdon. A three from McCollum.
All
Hits it from
day.
downtown.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Here's Brogdon. It's all in by the Trailblazers.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Covington into the lane. And it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Here's Lillard. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And it's Brogdon off the drive. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Really good angle of attack there for Brogdon. Just saw a little angle and took it.
Takes it inside. And then Lillard slams it in.
It gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
I like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, he can shoot the
Go,
three, so
Dame,
defenses
let's
have to
go.
go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Here's LeVert. Here's Warren. It's LeVert on the wing. Knocks down the 3 ball.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
There's no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. 5 on the clock. There's the drive. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Lillard.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. McDermott's checked in for Sabonis. Justin Holiday comes in for T.J. Warren. Aaron Holiday's checked in for Karis LeVert. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Outside Holiday. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers leading by 8. Pass to Cantor. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Taken away by Holiday. Pass to McDermott. That'll go on McDermott. That's his
All right,
first
baby,
foul.
let's go.
Really just a
Let's
great
go.
play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. He kicks it to Carmelo. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trail Blazers will retain possession. 1:44 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Cancer. Nifty move. And it's sent back by Turner.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cancer. Pacers trail by 8. And here's McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
Out to Anthony. Dives to the hoop. Here's Cancer. And it's sent back by Turner. Here's Holiday. Drops in the layup for 2.
Look, shooters know where other shooters are. And if you're not shooting, make the pass and they'll get it there.
And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Trailblazers leading by 4. McCollum with the ball. 6 points for him. Cantor, the pass to Carmelo. From downtown. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession.
I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, Aaron pass.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Brissett's checked in, and it's Lamb in there for Justin Holiday. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Collins is checked in.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
A nice shot by Simons.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside Holiday with the drive. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Simons. He's covered by McConnell. Simons, the pass to Cantor. And that one drops for him.
There's the body control of Cantor, able to adjust and convert under pressure.
Outside Holiday. 3-pointer. And that one released in time, but no good. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked when it begins. I'm talking about. Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggle to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Portland.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Pacers. Brogdon takes the point. Lamb on the wing. Then there's Warren. Then it's Sabonis. And it's Brissett in at the 4 slot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard gives him an advantage in matchups, lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Karis LeVert comes in for Jeremy Lamb. Here's Here's Lillard, and there's the big-time jam. He slams it right over Turner.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
And great with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him at the top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets. At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactics.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here he goes. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yes,
He's
sir.
such a dynamite scorer, and for 82 games of a regular season, Lillard's in attack mode.
Justin Holiday's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. Timeout called the Pacers.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Holiday, no one around him. Kept alive by Indiana. Levert finds Holiday. Now here's Turner. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Turner's got his second basket of the game.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Warren for the Trailblazers. Cantor checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Anthony. Trailblazers leading by 12. Lillard scanning the floor. Inside, he wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Driving the lane. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The shot by Powell, no good. For Indiana, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. First 3 of 9.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. He seems to be rushing shots.
Passes to Cannon. Takes a 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Pacers trail by 12. Warren on the wing. Guarded by Powell. Turner trying to free himself up. It's good. Warren's got 5 points in the quarter.
T.J. Warren is a born scorer. That's his role, and he's aggressive with it.
Lillard attacking.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And then for the Trailblazers, Zach Collins comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. McDermott for 3. Drops in the tray. McDermott's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Portland shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, and he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end, like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Going inside. Left side Collins. Here's Simon. Oh!
He's not even stepping up.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. McCollum against Holiday, and it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Trailblazers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. McConnell kicks to Holiday.
He better make this.
His 3 pointers off the mark.
Stop.
Portland leading by 15. Driving in, kicks it out to McCollum.
He's so blocked.
And stolen by McConnell. On the wing, Lamb. Shoots over Powell, and Jeremy Lamb, the bucket on the assist by McConnell. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight.
I didn't let him make this.
McCollum deciding where to go with it, and it's in there.
And his presence.
How?
All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Wide open.
Hey, welcome back. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 20 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. A solid. And that wraps up the halftime.
Ah. I would have picked Kevin Durant.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
On the floor for Portland, Lillard and McCollum are the high-octane guard pair. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Covington passes to Lillard. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Nurkic. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Turner. Up top, Warren. And there's the drive. That's good. And it's Levert with the assist. Warren's got 4 this quarter. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And the foul on Miles Turner. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Lillard finds Covington. Good on the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
Have to guard Covington at all times from outside the arc. He is lethal from deep.
Brogdon. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's McCollum. It's hauled in by Warren.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really effective.
Great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. The drive by Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Right in the pass to Turner. It's Levert on the wing to end the run. Indiana again missing.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And there's the pass to Brogdon.
Bro, get the ball.
And stolen by Lillard.
God,
Here's
suck.
Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Yeah, let's
Good
go.
hands by Lillard. You cannot get lazy or he'll pick your pocket and go the other way.
And Turner takes to
How
Warren.
the pass stop running.
Just over toe.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Lillard attacking. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lillard's got 24.
Well, powering through on the dribble drive, Lillard has the body control to take that hit and still score the basketball.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, GA. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And then for the Trailblazers, Zach Collins comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in through Lillard. Free throw, no good for Nurkic.
Nurkic, another talented player from Europe, playing in Croatia before coming over to the NBA, and the international game continues to make an impact on how it's played here.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Really a good season for him overall last year. When you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Second half here, we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Driving to the basket. Anthony nowhere around. Hits it from three-point range. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
A quick fire on that shot. Melo with the catch-and-shoot jumper. No defense for that play.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Back to McCollum from past the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Holiday dishes to Holiday. On the wing, Holiday. Outside Holiday. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Here's Brissett. Pass to McDermott. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Lamb, he's checked in for Indiana. And Portland with a change here, too. Powell, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Here's McCollum. Got a piece of it.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Brissett. And the rejection by Collins. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. McCollum outside. Back to Powell. McCollum outside. Three-pointer. Rebounded by McDermott. McDermott's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lamb, good. Here's Powell, and he drives in, and the dunk by Powell.
Dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points.
Pacers suck.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Down on the block, you have Sabonis and Turner. Brogdon out there with LeVert, and it's Lamb at the three, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Lillard outside. 6 to shoot. Into the lane. And Lillard throws it down.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
And it's Brogdon off the drive. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Lillard against LeVert. Sabonis with the block.
Sabonis has to use good timing in order to block shots. That time he did.
Driving inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And Turner kicks to Warren. Powell with the steal. And they're running. Here's Simons. Can't hit that one. Good D by Brogdon. Here's Warren. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You got to have great strength in this league to take that kind of contact and still score. TJ Warren, strong.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Well, the defense having a hard time keying on Lillard right now because he's trying to make some plays, so keeping them honest.
Locked in the pass to Sabonis. And here's LeVert. Blanketed by the D, who fights to the rim for the layup.
Due to that aggressive style of play on the offensive end, LeVert is kind of just used to contact at this point.
Here's Lillard. He takes it in.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
The Pacers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And that one's good, Brogdon.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Pass to Pop. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. McCollum's checked in for Portland. Pacers trailed by 21. Here's Brogdon. And that one is good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Lillard against Brogdon. Nurkic, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 8 points for Nurkic.
Nice shot selection there. Nurkic finding a shooting window and making that one count.
And the Pacers call time here. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
A smart move here, talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
Brogdon inside, never rushed, effective with the soft touch.
Levert against McCollum. High post, Nurkic. Turner with the steal. Goes up. Trips down the breakaway slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Another thing they've done well tonight is to share the basketball. So many of their buckets have just been off crisp offensive sets, setting up their shooters.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You could tell that Nurkic was looking to get the foul on that shot, and he got the job done.
Second free throw, no good. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for Indiana. Trailing by 19. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away. He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Brogdon kicks to Levert. Outside Warren. No good on the three. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Portland leading by 19. In the corner, Powell with it. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 8th assist in the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Trailblazers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Lillard.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
Brogdon being the Rookie of the Year and coming in and doing a great job for the Milwaukee Bucks. This is a guy who could play either guard position and has a great mentality and great poise as a point guard.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Brissett's checked in. Doug McDermott comes in for Sabonis. Jakar Sampson's checked in for T.J. Warren. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Levert. Giles moves back up. And it's good on the lay-in.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, it looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Here's Simons. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
I love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope. Hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
And there's the try.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Sumner passes to McDermott. Locked in left side. Lets it go with a three. The rebound by Giles. Jones drives in. Passes it to Simons. Here's Little. Gets it to fall.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits. And
all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew.
If you like this game, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to this channel. Thank you.